I'm Miley with Asian Media Network. Welcome back to our channel. And today we have the honor and privilege to introduce to you one of the visionary leader who have reshaping the landscape of artificial intelligence. It's my great honor to introduce to you all the CEO of Lotus Labs, Anjali Nennelli. Anjali is an entrepreneurial force with 2 decades of experience in tech industry. As a founding member of Mokriya, she has collaborated with Fortune 100 enterprise, delivering cutting-edge solutions. Anjali's passion for collaboration and thought leadership led her to co-found the Phoenix Mobile and Emerging Tech Group. Now, as the CEO of Lotus Labs, she is spearheading the development of an AI and machine learning focused company poised to revolutionize the industry with their robust platform and bespoke product development services. And now let's welcome Anjali to the show. Anjali, I'm very excited to have you on the show with us today. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Thank you, Mai, for having me on the Asian Network. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me. I hope things are going great.
And I even more exciting because you know what? Artificial intelligence is so fascinating and I would like to learn as much as I can to interview you today. So we're still in the month of May, Asian Heritage Month, and talk about the uh, technology and Asian culture. How is it come to shape the future of innovation?
I think, yeah, it's a very interesting thing, right? If we talk about Asian culture, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about family values, hardworking,
Mm-hmm.
right? Keeping from the childhood. I can talk about my parents,
Yeah.
and I know that most of the parents, every parent is like that.
Yeah.
So that they right from the childhood they tell you that, hey, work hard. There is no shortcut to this, and you got to think about what you're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
how you're going to get there. School is important.
Mm-hmm.
Those values, even though it feels like they're nagging, but they stay in my ear, right?
Yeah.
So when I about to make some decision, I always fall back on it.
Yeah.
So it gives you the strength and tells you that, okay, if you just keep on doing hardworking and keep on doing what you're doing, you will get there. So that's the value that my parents have given me.
Yeah.
And talking about Asians and the technology, right? You go to school, you look at this exciting technology coming around and all that. You're curious by nature. Human being is curious.
Yeah.
So you get an opportunity to be in this place of where the technology is shaping, and you tinker around and you make something out of it.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the future generation is going to be there with these Asian values. Um, now I think we can say that it is global, right? We are Asians are everywhere, and
Yeah.
more acceptability is there, diversity in any country.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mix. It's
Yeah.
global. So I think all of us will benefit a lot from this culture.
Thank you. And the generation with, I should say stereotype is that for Asian is engineering, right? Computer science engineer. If you go to computer science engineer, you will see a lot of Indian, Chinese, Vietnamese kid.
I agree. I agree.
So
Yeah.
they are the future that's shaping the technology.
Yeah, true.
And they're
Because
hardworking too. So
right, they
yeah.
get it from the parents,
Yeah,
right?
no. Yep.
Technology and all
Mhm.
that. So you will see a lot of us,
Okay.
right? A lot of kids generation.
And maybe they can speak a lot of Asian languages too
Yeah.
with the artificial intelligence.
Yeah, we'll do some natural language, Asian language processing.
Yep, yep.
Right. Yeah.
So you born and raised in India, or you came here when you was how old?
Yeah. So I was born in India and I went for my engineering college over there, undergrad, and then I came to US to see to do my higher education in masters. So I didn't have any particular plan, but I was excited about the learning more about becoming a good engineer and contributing to the world. So that's how my journey started here. I came in here and then yeah, I did my research in hybrid electric vehicles. So I started out as an engineer. I had my hands on what you see now, the electric cars.
Oh, wow.
Right. So they have the regenerative braking power, and I'm happy that the research I did on regenerative braking power is the key for all the
New era.
electrical, new era vehicles that are happening. So yeah, that's how it shaped.
You part of the revolution, right? Because being a woman in the high tech industry, do you do you feel sometime like being what kind of challenge that you have to been through? I'm sure in the high tech industry where male dominant and being an Asian woman, what a challenge you have to go through.
Sure, they're very challenges, right? As I said, I started out as an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So this was like 20 some years ago. So at that time in technology, women were there, of course, all the time, but very few.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there are challenges that come with it, right? When I walk into the room, right, any conference room or office room, presentations, or just a classroom, I tend to be the only one there, female, sitting with all the guys around me.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's encouraging for me. It's like there's more room for females. I think that way, but at the same time, sometimes it's like I wish there were more
Yeah.
women in the room, to be heard or to be having to approach in a different manner. So yeah, there were challenges.
But maybe sometimes it's also work for our advantage to being the only woman in the room so we can boss a man around.
Sometimes I have done that.
All right, that's good to know that.
Done that. And I am the boss now, right?
Yep,
that
you
works.
are. You are the boss. So, well, speaking about being the boss of a CEO of Lotus Lab, can you tell us a little bit about the company? What kind of product and service you guys provide? And just tell a little bit of history that how do you start the Lotus Lab?
Well, yeah. So after my graduation, right, master's, I was like very excited about the technology coming out, about having the opportunity to work with the technology and make a change in the world, right? So I would go work my job. I started working, and then I'm like, okay, 9 to 5. I'm excited. I contributed so much, right? And when I come back, I'm like, oh, what else can I do? If you are working, then you have certain things to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You finish that, but then I'm like, I can do more. There's more. I have a lot of time. So I started thinking, and then, as I said, I'm in the technology, so I would start playing with this, that, experiment with this and all. So that's how I started tinkering out with the mobile technologies, with the embedded coding, and experimenting a little bit hands-on with the robotics, and then I'm like, okay, this. And that's how doing extra side projects along with the main work that I was doing slowly started giving shape into, oh, this is something great that is happening. And then I started forming interest around it. And then I would do like work, day job, and then in the evening. And then slowly it became so exciting and so time consuming that I said, okay, looks like this needs to be a company by itself.
Wow.
So transition from, at that time it was very scary because you are on your visas and
Yeah.
then you need that financial support.
Yeah.
You just can't jump and say, I'm going to start something, right?
I know.
So, but I took the risk.
Wow.
And
You not
it
regret?
rewarded well. I don't regret, but there were days which were taxing, which
Yeah.
were like questioning, like, is this the right thing? But yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm always excited about the opportunity, and I thought I can contribute a little bit more. So hence started out.
Yep, because being an entrepreneur is all about risk taking. But when you can take risk, the reward, the higher the risk, the bigger the reward, right?
True.
But then you haven't told me what kind of service or product that Lotus Lab provide.
So Lotus Labs, we, as I mentioned, I'm interested about technology. You know,
Okay.
how that can help a human being in every day,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, there are technologies that go to the moon,
Mm-hmm.
go to the Mars,
Yep.
but I wake up, I'm not going to the Mars every day, right?
Yep.
I am here in this world,
Yeah.
and what is it that can make my life easy,
Mhm.
better? And when I think about that, I'm like, what is it that my fellow or my, colleagues would like that makes their life easy?
Mm-hmm.
So that why I started thinking and started applying the latest technology. So at
Mhm.
Lotus Labs, we tinker, experiment, research with AI,
Okay.
and we started experimenting and doing the POCs and all that. And also, we found that there's a lot of interest. There are so many inbound questions that we get. CEOs, company CEOs, and other people stop by, and sometimes they just email us. Sometimes we found them on the LinkedIn network. They reach out to us and ask questions. We're like, yes. And then we said, they were like, we are excited what you're doing, but we have this little problem. Can you help us solve it?
I see.
So then we said, okay, yes, we can solve it. And the way we do it right now is offer it, because they have a problem that they want to solve. I don't want to say that, hey, take my solution and apply it to yours. One
Okay.
solution doesn't fit all.
Mm-hmm.
So then we started services. We were saying, okay, what is your problem? We can solve it for you, experiment, research, and give you the solution. So that is the services that we offer at Lotus Labs.
Okay.
For the companies which are looking for problem solving and software solutions, AI solutions. And then in-house, uh, we are very excited to build our own product. We found a niche market in the AI. On the Edge AI platform, which we deploy our AI solutions, machine learning solutions on it. And this platform can serve, usually AI's solutions go on the bigger cloud solutions,
Mm-hmm.
or on the local servers.
Oh.
We have found a way, or our solution, Padmé is the product that we have developed. It is the AI platform called Padmé. So
Okay.
it goes on the edge devices, like the cameras,
I see.
right? Like on the cameras or any IoT device. We would put on the edge devices our solution, and it saves a lot, and then performs the AI. It's like, if you look at it, it's like very, very small technology, but does a lot of things on the edge.
Anjali, Lotus Lab is known for its groundbreaking solution. So can you share with us some of the recent project that you're working on and so exciting about it?
Yes. So recently we helped US Open Tennis,
Really?
Wimbledon,
Wow.
with their crowd management. And we are working with Universal Studios pilot their halls, food
Wow.
halls. So the way we are helping them is live, real time. We look at the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
how or where the density is, and we help that intelligence. We give that intelligence that, hey, in your food halls or in your vendors, there is a certain region that has gained more popularity. There's a lot of crowd going in there.
Mm.
So then they go in, take a look. What is the reason? What's happening? Is it some problem?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it so exciting, right?
Yeah.
They get it. And then we provide them with the analytics after the event, during the event. So they have every time. And then next day when they come in, or next year when they come in, they have this information, right? And they make a better approach.
Mm-hmm.
If so, in tennises, right?
Yeah.
You buy the ticket and there are so many courts that you can go to. So
Yeah.
if there is a particular court that is attracting a huge crowd, the answer could be the play is very interesting, the
Mhm.
players are very interesting, or there is a lot of shade and seating available there,
I see.
where the others don't have it. So
Okay.
helps them solve that.
Yeah.
And in these big arenas, you have vendors selling customized products
Mm-hmm.
or food, and then there is like so much of concentration at one region and less over there.
Yeah.
So it helps them study, why is this how many, I mean, following the crowd waited so long at this door, the crowd waited so long at this stall. So gives that intelligence. So we are groundbreaking and helping them live in there. That is the sports arena that I spoke about. And while we speak, we are currently working with the creative industry, where graphic animations are being made with intelligence, artificial
Really?
intelligence. Previously, it was like you only have certain animated characters in certain poses, right? Now it flows with the character, meaning whatever you're speaking, whatever it is hearing, it can shape the character into that in the
Really?
animation,
Wow.
place animation. So I'm very excited about the technology that can go to different verticals, and I can't wait to implement these. Yeah.
That's so awesome. So your company based in Chandler, Arizona,
Yes.
and your employee all over the place?
We are, yeah, we are a global force.
Okay.
And when I mentioned Wimbledon, it's in London, right? We
Yeah.
service over there, New York for the US
Wow.
Tennis Open. And we are partnered with the New York Shed, the theater slash museum. We look at, study the behavior about who is spending what time in front of what art piece.
Really?
Right, that gives the information, goes back to the artist, right?
Okay.
Hey, your certain picture got so much of attention, so much of applause, and tells probably if something is not being done right, they will know, oh, there is no lighting, so maybe the people didn't stop there. So solves those problems. So yeah, those are some of the solutions that we are providing right now.
That's so interesting and fascinating that just like have an eye and ear secretly tell you what's going on, right? And management team, they need that to help them with customer service, improving their product, their service, or their event for the event, organization. Yes.
Everything all better serving the customer,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The
So
customer is the benefactor here. They get benefits.
Yep. So see, guy, next time when you go to Disneyland, Disney World, or any public play, don't think that nobody watching you. There's always some eye watching you there.
No, but it's all there is not like spying. I want to
Okay.
be very clear about
Okay.
that. It is
Privacy.
not
Okay.
spying.
Okay. Not spy.
Privacy things are taken care,
Okay.
and we do follow all the regulations,
Okay.
right? So it is only there are different ways you do this. People counting, crowd counting has no facial recognition or
I
no.
see. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, it doesn't follow a person.
Okay. Okay.
This is just the crowd management and the people. So yeah, there is out there, but nobody's spying. So I just
Okay.
want to be clear on that.
Good. Good that we mentioned that. Okay. Privacy is still protected. Technology keep evolving and could help make our life better. So for artificial chat GPT, which is artificial intelligence, for those that who never heard of it or don't know how to start, can you just maybe give them a quick maybe 101, a few sentence 101 lesson that what a chat GPT is and how is that better than Google search?
Oh, hey, I can't speak for what ChatGPT is.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's again a product, a separate solution. Google has its own solution. Microsoft has its own stuff. So what I would say is all of these are here to help human beings.
Okay.
Right? To make you, if you take, I don't know how many years ago, if before Google Maps, how was our life, right? You would go look at the road map and make, if you're on a road trip, you make, okay, these are the directions. You take a printout,
Yeah.
put it in the dashboard, and then just go.
Yeah.
Now with Google Maps, turn by turn navigation, right?
Yeah.
It tells you don't have to be, even if you're lost, it redirects you.
Yeah.
So it's improving your life.
Mm-hmm.
So all these ChatGPT, Google's solution, and then the Microsoft Bing AI, all of these are helping human beings. So what I say is, whoever is beginning and starting out to look into the AIs, I say don't be afraid. It's not here to take your jobs. It's here to improve, make you go leaps and bounds. In the sense, whatever if I talk about this creative solution, right? Whatever was taking them a week to filter the documents and come to the summary of it, we can do it in few hours.
Yeah.
And then you are on to making more about it, meaning the show which you could be producing in a month is now cut down to 15 days
Yeah.
or 1 week. Now, what do you do with the available time? Go produce something good, right?
Wow.
So it empowers you. It doesn't take away your jobs, but makes you do a better job, right?
Yep. So that's kind of like they say that artificial intelligence in a way that they getting smarter, and it's just like your personal assistant. They can help you,
Yeah.
you know, do things and faster. Yes. But do you think in the school, like for example, school or you talk about copyright, will artificial intelligence violate the copyright or in terms of, you know, ethical? What's your point of view on that?
I know ethics is very, very important. Okay. So copywriting and all. So ultimately, what is AI?
Yes.
AI is just an intelligence that will help you make a decision. How is that AI coming to you? Is whatever data you feed it,
Yeah.
right? It makes it uses it to make itself smart and give you the solution. So if you put biased data in it, right, then you get the biased answer. So ethically, you have to be, I mean, you have to be aware right from the beginning. We are in the early stages. We are in the exciting state, I would say,
Yeah.
because we can shape this, right? So in right from the beginning, you are aware that, okay, I'm feeding this kind of data. So it's going to give me whatever is available in that data. That doesn't mean that it is everything. So now you know that, okay, for if I were to give you an example, right? There was one of the studies that cancerous growth research, right? So they were looking at pictures.
Yeah.
How does a cancerous cell growth look like? So they have the various pictures. So it goes through millions of pictures and comes out with an outcome. So and then when somebody supplies a picture of the growth and it goes, no, you don't have a cancer, but they actually have a cancer. Does that mean that this is wrong? No, it is not wrong. The data fed to it, always in those pictures, there was line mark on it. So it to confirm the way it trained is, it said, okay, the growth has to be, you know, in a certain dimension or certain way, and it has to have a line. So when somebody supplied a picture of it to check if they have cancer or not, it didn't find that line.
Yeah.
So now it says it doesn't. So
I see.
we have to be careful in what we put in.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So that means whatever the result you get from artificial intelligence, you still have to use your human intelligence to double check to make sure. And
yes, absolutely, human in the loop. So as I say, we are improving human lives, not
Yes.
replacing humans.
Okay.
So we ultimately, AI has been developed by humans. So it is to help us be more intelligent.
That's
So
right.
yeah, ethics is really important. You need to give it the right data, right? If you give a biased data, like, you know, one example I can say is in research, there was applications going on for job applications, right? So there were millions of documents. They then experimented saying that, okay, let's filter this, use our algorithms, AI to filter. So AI filtered the job description, right? So it's for a software developer in Java and all that. So it filtered that and put the application names or whatever filter list and gives to the manager. And if you observe, it gave only male names. There is no female name in it.
Why?
Why? Because the over the years, the data that fed in, majority of it is male.
I see.
Right? In the engineering field or in the programming field, technology field, it's dominated by males, right? So what it did is, in that filtering, if women were like 10%, 20, 30 versus 70, 80, right?
Yeah.
So it took that kind of percentage and it got the majority of them, so it got you the mail.
Wow.
So you need to, there comes the ethics. You need to say that, okay, we need to, this is unknowingly happening, right?
Okay.
No manager told that don't give me a female application, right?
Yeah.
Nobody said that, but it learned it based on what's happening,
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
kind of data it got. So
Okay.
ethics is important.
So like in the old day that you see a lot of funny joke for women about women because who created that the man that created joke about women. So so talk about in the high tech industry where the male dominant, we would like to open more door for women to come into the industry so that we can have a well balanced, right? Everything
Yeah.
well balanced in life. So it's very fascinating to learn about this, about artificial intelligence, and what do you see the future of AI?
Future, as I said, we are going to be much smart. We are going to be doing a lot of things.
Or maybe we're that lazy. Is that make human lazy? Don't need to do anything because the robot or AI gonna take care of it for us. They even go to school, write an essay, and do everything.
Part of it I agree, but at the same time, I'm gonna say, like, when COVID came, everybody started working remote.
Yeah.
They were excited. They're like, hey, I can work in my PJs. You know, I don't have to dress up.
Yeah.
It faded out after 6 months. They were
Yeah.
like, I want to go to work. You know, I want to dress up. You
Yeah.
know? So it's the same thing. AI now kind of gives the feeling that, oh, you will be lazy, but guess what? You will be bored. You
Mm.
want to do more. You want to do solve some good problems. You want to improve the technology and be more productive. That's my take on that.
Okay. Now it's come to the end of our captivating interview with Anjali Nennelli, who is the CEO of Lotus Labs. And thank you, Anjali, for a very interesting conversation today. You opened my eye to the artificial intelligence. I already a big fan, and now make me even more to appreciate what artificial intelligence service that they've done for make our life better. So
Thank you, Mai. It's my pleasure to be here. And thank you for the opportunity to speak out, tell the generations, next generation, and the Asians, right? So thank you for the opportunity. It gave me a chance to express myself and spread the word.
thank you. Thank you for being with us today. And folk out there, thank you for watching and support Asian Media Network. It's because of you that making Asian Media Network want to continue to strive to bring in innovative and captivative interview from various industry, bring in successful people that share their knowledge, expertise, and success story. Well, until then, we hope you stay safe, have a great summer, and thank you for watching. See you next time.